Welcome folks to a live stream from Nashville, Tennessee Union Station, where the NC&SL 576 is on display currently. It'll be here probably for till about 2 or 3, depending on the weather, and then it will move on down to the Tennessee Central Museum. Got a good crowd here today, and here's the famous Dave Kunkel.
Hi.
Of WRAY
radio, right on the hat.
All right. Tune in if you're in the Princeton, Indiana area.
98.1.
But pretty good crowd for the rain. Over here to the left is Union Station, and we'll move on down this way a little bit and show you some more of the crowd and show you something that CSX has done down here. They have taken an engine, the NC&SL engine, and renumbered it to match 576, the steam locomotive. So get a shot of that. And looky here, we found Ryan Scott of Indiana Rails getting a shot of the engine. Hey Ryan, say hi to the viewers.
Hey Jim. Hey guys.
But they got us in a fenced off area, and I don't know if I can get a decent focus shot. Now that's not too bad. It's going to focus on the fence, but it is what it is. The engine's right there. I don't fall off the thing. Did get some shots up on the bridge, which we'll be posting a little bit later on. But for the time being, it's we're just in the camera. We'll back up a little bit here. Get a little bit further back here so you can see the number of people here. Hope you can kind of see it back there. Good crowd. From here, they'll move it down to the Tennessee Central Museum, where 576 will undergo restoration over the next year or two, and hopefully quicker than that, and get it back on rails where we can actually ride behind it. But got a good crowd. I should have done a little bit of a live broadcast up on top of the bridge over here by Kane Avenue. And I know that a bunch of you have probably heard reference to Kane Avenue Tower and so forth. I'll come down here to where you can see what a Kane Avenue Tower looks like, where all the crews stopped for crew change and so forth. See, even the dogs came out for the day's event. Right there, Kane Avenue, downtown Nashville. And as best as I can, that's the renumbered two-letter 576 NC&SL to match the locomotive that you can see right there. Nice.
Oh yeah.
They were calling for a lot of weather today. So far we've been lucky. Got a little bit of rain before we got here. I got here with Bill Carrico and Dave and Brian. We arrived about, I guess about 10 o'clock or so. They moved the engine out here early. Originally they were going to move it out about where it would be here about between 11 and 12 and stay until about 3. But CSX decided with the threat of thunderstorms this afternoon that they were going to move it out early. So the engine actually got here about 9 o'clock when we were passing through Guthrie, Kentucky, photographing trains on the way up here, or down here I guess it would be, because we were coming from the north.
The train had come through earlier. It stopped right past the bridge, and the train crew got off.
Yes, Edward, it is kind of neat that they did that. I'm hoping they keep that 576 on that NC&SL engine from now on. There's a good chance, though, that they'll probably re-letter it back to its original numbers, but we can only hope that they'll leave it on there. So, now, once this engine's restored in a couple of years, the plan is it will run on the Tennessee Central line, and and run from Nashville to Lebanon, I think, and back and forth, or something like that. I'm not sure exactly of the route it will take in, but either way, you'll be able to ride a steam locomotive out of Nashville. Probably going to be one of the closest locations we're going to have to Western Kentucky, other than the Kentucky Railway Museum. And so let's go on down this way a little bit. Somebody got a prime parking spot. Love to stand up on their tailgate back there and get some shots, but that's probably not going to happen because there's nobody in the car. So bear with me for a second. We can take a little walk and go up here on top of the second level of the station down here, and so you can kind of get a higher overview shot. So thanks again, everybody, for joining me for my live broadcast here from Union Station in Nashville, Tennessee. If you joined us late, this live broadcast is going to be probably a short one, but it's going to be showing you the festivities surrounding the movement of NC&StL 576 CSX at Nashville, Tennessee. Currently, we're at Union Station. This used to be the line for the NC&StL, so this engine has a lot of history as well as the station. They've both been around almost probably as long. So we'll climb on up the stairs here. Right here, over here for a second, let me show you. Well, let me climb up and I'll show you. This parking lot right here is where all the tracks used to come into the station back in its heyday. And in here, you can see the portals where the train used to back into the station to pick up and drop off passengers. The station is now a hotel and a convention center. So let's get on upstairs here. We'll pause on this first level first, so you can kind of get an idea. There we go. This view is looking south along the CSX line. The bridge you see just past the engine there next to the tower is the Kane Avenue Bridge. If you ever come down here, it's a good place to stand and shoot pictures of trains coming in and out past the station. There's a lot of paid parking on either side of the approach to the bridge, and there's walkways on both sides, so it's really safe and good vantage point for shooting trains. Even though the traffic to Nashville isn't quite what it used to be about a year before, Pearson Hunter kind of changed things around, but it's still pretty busy. The trains come through here typically go up the Henderson subdivision or the main line subdivision. One goes through Cincinnati, and the other one goes through Evansville, Indiana, and on up north to Chicago, and branch between there and there. All right, let's go to the next level. There's Brian, another famous rail fan. Say hi to my constituents.
Good afternoon.
Brian Burton came down today as well to photograph the train. So let's go over here. I'm doing a live broadcast. Okay, here we got the exterior of the station. I would take you inside, but I think they got it closed off today for the event. We got our young rail fans as well as the older rail fans. I think they're more enthralled with the water than they are the trains. And here, perhaps not as big as I thought it would be. When they actually moved this engine on the streets of Nashville, it took them several hours to move it from Centennial Park to here. And the roads were lined with people all along the route pretty much. I think the weather has got a lot of people staying home today. But they're expecting it to take about probably 2 years to restore the engine to running capabilities, all depending on funding, of course, just like any kind of historic preservation like this. But this locomotive sat in Centennial Park for almost 40 years without being moved, and then the Nashville Steam Group took it over and started restoring it, and then raised money to do that and to get it moved over to the Tennessee Central Railroad Museum. For those that are joining us late, we're at Union Station in Nashville, Tennessee, where the NC&StL Steam Locomotive 576 is set on static display on its way to the Tennessee Central Museum, where it will be restored over the next few years. And then it will actually start performing revenue runs from around Nashville to points south and to the Nashville ports. Well, I think you've seen about as much as I'm going to show right now. So, hope you enjoyed this little live broadcast from Nashville, Tennessee. It's starting to kick up, and I'm sure it's wreaking havoc with my microphone and so forth. So I'll finish this up and go back and watch it from the beginning. You'll be able to see the locomotives from ground level as well as the crowds of people and so forth. Everybody have a nice day, and I'm going to go back to shooting still pictures.